Welcome back to part two of the importance of building or having a strong brand image and a reputable brand.
When you become an influencer, it gives you the edge that separates you from the competition. The GIP initiative, the Global Influencers Partners Program, is designed to expose you to over 5 billion potential consumers across the world. When you are a rising star in business and you need visibility, reach, impact, client conversion, and cash flow optimization, positioning yourself to become a global influencer may be the ideal tool that you need in your arsenal to win in business. I encourage you to join the GIP initiative and position your business to build confidence, trust, and credibility and cash flow optimize the fastest.
Well, I trust you would have enjoyed the last podcast because we went deep into the importance of building a strong brand image and a reputable brand. And we look at a number of strategies that you can use to build out such a brand on social media, across social media. But we didn't restrict it to social media. We say that the concepts can be deployed in mass media, the metaverse, independent communication channel, and social media platform. So the concepts is relevant, is applicable throughout that ecosystem. Now, today I want us to continue our conversation by looking at content recording and content editing. There's a process here. We talk about quality control. We talk about ambience and aesthetics. Those are important concepts that you want to consider as you start to think about content recording. It works for you, your studio guests, and your audience. All right, these are important concepts for you to think about. For us, we have a very plain background, and that's by design. We're keeping the noise low because we want you to focus on the messaging. So you want to also focus on total quality management. Audio technology, video technology. These are some of the things that you want to focus on. Content upload, is this something to consider? What is the upload frequency to be considered? What is the best time to upload? Have you looked at all of this? What does the AI says about uploading? So I'm saying to you that these are some information that you need to get because, again, market intelligence data will tell you a whole lot. When you understand your ideal client, your target market, it helps you to understand also the best time to upload. And let me give one example. If you're targeting young people at school period, and you do, upload at that period, think about it. They're distracted because of what's happening in the classroom. So are you likely to get optimal view at that particular time? These are things that you want to think through. So there's a lot of work that goes into all of this. What is the algorithm doing? Specialists are the expert there. I'm giving you a high level overview. All right. We're going to bring in some of the experts as time progresses to go deeper into this analysis to make sure that you have critical information. Now, as you look at the content recorded and content edit, there is a lot of other moving parts that you want to consider. So I want to talk about content SEO optimization because this is so important. Very often we talk about search engine optimization, SEO, but then the listener don't have a very clear idea, clear takeaway of what is being said. So I will attempt to simplify this so as to ensure that rising stars and stars in business who wants to leverage social media as a means to increase their visibility, reach, and impact can have a blueprint to do so. And in the event that you need more information, I do encourage you to reach out to us. We'll be so happy to provide you with the support, not only in the theory, because we have a team behind us who is doing a lot of legwork and in helping our clientele base to deploy this very same type of information into their business. So you don't have to do it alone. We have a team of subject matter expert that is doing that for us, and they can do that for you. Title search and SEO optimization. How important is this? There's something that we call title search. In developing a content, again, I talk about You want to not just produce content, but you're producing content for a specific demographic, a specific target group that has specific needs. Now, if you know that specific target group and you research their specific needs, it's going to help you to come up with the title that best appeals to them. So because you title your content based on the data, what the data is saying, the data is saying you that this demographic, they are researching this heading, this content title, this type of information, and you're using that in your title search, in your titling of your content. The reason that you're going to do this, or it's recommended that you do this, is that because when this is done and they get to the platform to do the research, the algorithm that your content is now uploaded on pushes your information in front of them. All right. So SEO has a whole lot to do with this. And if you're doing bad titling, it's going to undermine how the algorithm works to push your content in front of your ideal client. So these are important concepts for you to consider. Again, making it big on social media is not just sitting in front of the camera. There's a lot of work, a lot of moving parts at the back end that you have to consider. If not, you can struggle for years trying to make this happen. Information is power. Get the information, use the information to your advantage. Get a consultant on your side that can help you up-level this information to your advantage. Onto its description and SEO optimization. There are persons that before they go into the video, they may look at the description. Remember, I talked about a concept early on. From the first words, the words that you're using must be able to command attention, pique interest, arouse desire. Are you able to deploy this into your description? So from the very few words, your ideal client knows that the content is relevant to them. These are all techniques that has to be done, and you need to have an expert behind the scene operating all of this. So there's things like keywords and SEO optimization. How well are you deploying keywords and the SEO optimization? There's SEO ranking. How much are you deploying the SEO ranking? There's SEO performance. How well do you understand how to optimize all of this as you put your content across YouTube, social media platform? There's SEO optimization and the algorithm. Important things for you to consider. And then there is thumbnail. Now, thumbnail is not just producing a thumbnail. I'm talking with my son who is very much involved in digital marketing, graphic design. He's a specialist in this field. And we're talking about how to incorporate psychographics into the thumbnail, because the first thing that the public is going to see with your content is your thumbnail. Your thumbnail is going to tell them whether to click on that content or disregard it. So the thumbnail must have a pull factor. If it don't have the pull factor, it's going to have a push factor. And if it has a push factor, it's working against you. The pull factor is what takes into consideration things like psychographics of the ideal client. What are high impact imagery that you can use to appeal to a specific target group? The thumbnail must be able to achieve this. So again, even with this, there's a lot of work that is going into this. The graphic designer, the digital marketing specialist is in this context has to be more than a digital market specialist, a graphic designer. They have to understand the ecosystem of how to command attention, pique interest, arouse desire by deploying psychographics into the design itself. And very often, if you don't get this right and you simply put any old thumbnail up and it doesn't work, you cry foul. But there's a science behind doing all of this. And you want to commit the time, the talent, and the resources to learn, apply, and master this, or at least get the expertise on your side that can help you deploy this. That is what's going to position you to win.
Elevate your business with 10X Branding and Marketing LLC. Our expert team specializes in enhancing your brand's visibility and connecting you with your ideal clients. We employ strategies that increase reach, leaving a lasting impact and driving client conversion. Trust and credibility are vital in businesses and excel in building them even with a limited budget. Our cost-effective approaches ensure you get the best results without overspending. Ready to boost your business cash flow? Contact us at 332-235 T99 and let 10X Branding and Marketing LLC guide you to success. Our focus is on elevating your visibility, which directly translates to growth. Experience the power of effective branding and marketing with us and witness your business thrive.
All right. So again, when you come into our platform, we're going to go deeper into this to ensure that you have the winning formula. So let's talk a little bit now about content promotion and budgetary allocation. And I know many people are going to be running away from the screen now. Budgetary allocation, content promotion. I really want to emphasize this. I have been talking with clients who have been doing their stuff for 6 years. And they say, I want to do this organically. I want to increase visibility, reach, and impact, and client conversion, and cash flow optimization. And I want to do all this organically. Well, I'm really trying to understand their definition of organically because there's so many moving parts to building a brand organically. It's not just putting it out there. Organically means that you don't understand your ideal client. It means that you don't understand their pain point. It means that you're not innovating in alignment with those pain points. It means that you are not building advertising content and positioning ideal advertising content in front of the ideal client across the social media spectrum. Is that what organic means for you? But perhaps that's one of the reasons why you are struggling for 5, 6, 7 years to build a unique brand image up, and you're not being successful because there is a right and wrong way in how you execute on this process. So let's talk a little bit about content promotion and budgetary allocation. We have covered a lot of grounds. We talk about a range of issues that you need to consider to make it big on social media. Now, some of the last concepts that I want us to look at now is how well are you using mass media promotion? YouTube that has over 2.70 billion consumers. But remember, there's some degree of noise that is taking place there. There's some element of competition that is taking place there. And you have to push through a whole lot to connect with your ideal client. But what are those vehicles and those channels that you can use to help you to reach the ideal client across this significant platform that we call social media? Can you optimize visibility using mass media? And what exactly am I saying here? Mass media represents things like radio, television, and newsprint. Your ideal client reads the newspaper. They may read Wall Street Journal. They may use, specialized press media to get information on the stock market, to get information on fashion, to get information on sports. Again, the more you understand your ideal client based on their buyer data marker, you understand the various options and opportunities that you can use to position your minimum or most viable offer in front of them. So what I'm saying, if you're aware that your ideal client are using press media or medium as a means of updating themselves on information, why not try to reach them there also? And you can now drive them to your social media. You can now drive them to your independent communication channel where you have a stronger interface with the ideal client. And this technique, you can deploy it across mass media, radio, television, newspaper. So when you appear on television, you promote your social media. When they come to the social media, they come to your independent platform where you have super control over your audience base. Food for you to think about. Again, as I keep saying, when you have a master plan, you don't need plan B and C and D because your master plan tells you what is scientific results. The master plan tells you what is proven theory. The master plan tells you what is measurable results, best practices. So as a skilled researcher, If you're not, ensure that you have the expertise on your side that can help you with this information. Because if you're not deploying mass media, because you're thinking there's a high cost associated with this budgetary allocation, you got zero budgetary allocation to optimize your visibility. You want to be great. You want to be outstanding. You want to make impact, but you're scared of investing in visibility, reach, and impact to get to client conversion, cash flow optimization. So you have all of these possibilities open to you. Again, as a social media specialist that do not understand the ecosystem, there lies a challenge. Again, we have developed the ideal client stress test ladder that helps you to understand all of this. All right, that helps you to understand all of this. The client conversion ladder talks about brand visibility and it goes deep into this body of knowledge to ensure that you understand all of the angle, the ecosystem of brand visibility, so you can now knowingly leverage this to your advantage or unknowingly or knowingly not leverage it. You have the choice. All right. So social media promotion, let's talk a little bit about this. You have a spectrum of social media platforms, whichever one you're on, you can leverage that individual platform to get your content out. The thing about this is that when you use the social media, you're appealing to persons who are on the social media. There's no harm with that. When you use the mass media, radio, television, newspaper, you're likely to bring new persons over to the social media platform that may come with a bias for your content. And that's why we're talking here again about building a strong brand image with a reputable brand. So when you command attention, pique interest, arouse desire, move the client into action, you're able to do this in a sustainable way because you're committing enough time, talent, and resources to better your best. So social media, do you have a budget for social media advertising? Do you have a budget for mass media marketing? Let's go to the metaverse. Do you have a budget to promote your brand in the metaverse? And I talked about this some time ago. We have so many young people today are moving over to the metaverse. It's a unique platform where you're able to have this kind of out of body experience. So far, technology has come, but on this platform, you have avatar and you have hundreds of thousands and if not millions of consumers who are on this platform now. They're shifting away from some of the established platforms. Some are commingling with these platforms, but you still want to know where your ideal client lies and how to reach them. All right, you want to know this. The next concept that I want to talk about is independent communication channel. One of the ultimate play in business is to be skilled enough at what you do to establish confidence, trust, and credibility in the eyes of the ideal client to the extent where you are now able to build your independent avatar, your independent platform where you have your audience base. And one of the reasons I'm going to put some emphasis here is because mass media is not your own. The possibility exists that you may be the pocket and you have your mass media outlet. Social media is not your own. Again, the possibility exists. The metaverse is not your own. You may have selective ownership. But what happens if these platforms collapse, as they sometimes do? What happens if these platforms decide to rearrange their algorithm and rearrange themselves? What happens there? You lost your audience base. Let me give you a real example. I wouldn't call it name, but there's a platform that I spent quite some time on, and I built up a rich audience base. I had thousands of subscribers and followers on this platform. And the platform decides to rearrange itself. And then I see that my audience base shift from about close to 10,000 to about 800. My, that's over 90% loss of my audience base. And that is hard work that was done. Content after content, hosting multiple programs. And then, wow, what that? Because the owners decide to change the algorithm and you didn't have a say in the boardroom, so you lose. Hence the importance of having your independent communication channel where you are continuing to build relationship with the ideal client. So if there's something, all right, is to happen across independent, across mass media and social media, the metaverse, you have independent to back you up. So these are some concepts that I really want you to think about. But do you have a budget for mass media? Do you have a budget for social media? Do you have a budget for the metaverse? And even for independent uh, visibility, independent communication channel, do you have a budget for this? And what exactly does all of this look like? Again, I'm doing a high level overview. When you come into our master program, we will take each of these concepts and we will build them out for you. So you have a clear mental picture of what we are talking about. You have a clearer vision of what we are talking about. We had to have invest a lot of monies behind everything that I'm talking to you about here. And those are some of the reasons why we were able to attract over 50,000 subscribers. In fact, over 60,000 subscribers across the two platforms on social media in this short period of time. And I can share with you some of the benefits. It has significantly helped to increase our visibility, our know, like, and trust. We have venture capitalists from different parts of the world who continue to reach out to us, who continue to ask for partnership. And one might want to say it's very expensive to optimize visibility on social media, because if you're going to do it the right way, you must have budgetary allocation. But the return on investment is so much more rewarding than the cost to get there. And I'm going to talk about something that is very exciting now, because I'm coming down to the juicy part now. All right. We're going to be talking about content monetization and multiple streams of income. And we have been able to set up all of these systems using our approach. The beauty of social media, the beauty of using some of these platforms is that it gives you an opportunity to significantly increase multiple streams of income. And just let me share some of that with you. You can specifically generate income from the social media platform. And what I'm seeing today is that multiple platforms out of the mainstream platforms are also incorporating monetization into their content. So now you're not just producing content because you want to get visible, you're producing content because you get visible, and you're being paid to do this. Many of those social media platforms, they run ads against your content. So you create that win-win situation. For now, the monetization from this is not a whole lot, but all is not lost, because once you understand your niche, once you establish a fair degree of relationship, even as a beginner in this platform, there are many options that are available to you to monetize. You have affiliate branding, affiliate marketing. You can connect with an affiliate partner, or they may want to connect with you depending on how strong your brand is and how you project yourself. And that sets the stage for you to achieve monetization. Now, there are many affiliate partners that sometimes when they reach out to you, they make good deals. They say, okay, we're going to give you the link, and you're going to promote the link, perhaps to your description, perhaps as you articulate yourself on the content, you can give us some endorsement, and consumer go and buy, and you get 30%. 30% of $100 is $30. 30% of $100,000 is $30,000. I've heard influencers walk away with these type of money on a monthly basis. Now think about this: the average person is not even working for 30,000 US dollars a month. Some people are struggling with 5,000 US dollars a month, but because you did it and you did it right, you attract the right partners, you are able to walk away with 10, 20, $30,000 a month in affiliate advertising. And that's only the second stream of income. So all of this is quite possible when you get it right. Thirdly, you also have advertising sponsorship. And with advertising sponsorship, you find a company that is aligned to your brand. And what you do, you engage with them, you make an offer. And what they're doing, they're running their ads on your platform, and they enter into a contract, and you can be paid thousands of dollars. Depending on the size of your channel, you could be paid many thousands of dollars as a third stream of income. So when you do this and you do it and you get it right, it's not only becoming an influencer, but this platform really sets you up to be on one of the platforms that is the fastest way in positioning yourself to build wealth. This is marketing. An influencer is a skill marketer, or at least should be. And the skill set of marketing is among the top ranking high income occupations. So just something for you to think about. You do this and you get it right with the right mentor and coach and support system behind you. We can bring all of that behind you. You have a winning formula for success. Those are just three options. But what about if you're an expert? And I emphasize that you should invest in becoming a subject matter expert. So what you're now able to do, you're now able to produce your training courses. All right, you're producing your training courses, and every month you may have repeat students or clients. And just let's suppose that you're doing your training virtually. You have 100 students, and you're selling your program of, let us say, $100. Let's say you're starting at ground zero. This literally set the stage for you to generate $10,000 a month. This is a fourth stream of income. But let us say that you have some entry costs, but then you have some high ticket content. You have it as high as $5,000. So you have 100 person and you're selling one of your top program at $5,000. What kind of income is this generating for you? This is generating $500,000, $500,000 per month. So the sky's the limit in terms of your potential to generate income from becoming an expert influencer. And that's what I'm talking about. I'm really helping my clientele base, my community, to build a strong brand image that is reputable. All right, reputable, meaning that you're being built out in such a way where the public has confidence, trust in you because you have established credibility. And again, between our ideal client stress test ladder and the client conversion ladder. As you climb that client conversion ladder, we position you to be an influencer that has what we call the golden touch. The golden touch is where everything that you touch has the potential to turn gold because you have the confidence, the trust, the credibility. You're a strong influencer. You have a strong brand image. You have a reputable brand. And because of this, you know how to touch things and make them become golden touch, right? So there is a lot that I've unpacked today. There is so much more for us to get into, but I'm going to pause here for now. I trust that you would have enjoyed today's content. A lot was looked at. And as a rising star in business, you want to be certain that these are some of the strengths that you have. You have a strong brand image. You have a reputable brand. And what I've shown you today is why it is important and how to build a reputable brand on social media. Now, in the event that you need more information, I do encourage you to reach out to us. We will be so happy to provide you with information, invite you as part of our community so we can really help you to 10x your business growth. My name is Gary Thompson. Remember to like, subscribe, and share. And I look forward to seeing you in the next broadcast. Have a great one.
Pitch Deck 101 LLC out of New York. Do more than just support our clients to pitch their businesses to investors access working capital at 0% APR. We also support our clients to grow and scale their businesses faster and cash flow optimize. Pitch Deck 101 LLC recent partnership with 10X Branding Marketing LLC and Global Capital Inc. out of the USA has enabled us to form unique partnership with multiple financial institutions, which means we can do even more to accelerate the success of our clients. Let Pitch Deck 101 LLC give you the support you need to pitch to investors, access capital, access new markets, and grow and scale your business. Contact us now on 332-235-1099 for a free consultation.